Hey mate. I said, hey mate. Why you some Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Right. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys, and thank you for joining me on another Friday night video. Today I'm in the town of Billingham. Yes, at the end of the video we're going to find a random takeaway and we will do a good old takeaway review ski. But before that, we're going to have a mooch around. We'll find a random housing estate. I haven't searched for anywhere, you know, like a so-called rough estate. We'll just park up, we'll have a mooch around, see what we can see, and then we'll head off to the town centre where we'll have another mooch around, a good old Linden gooch around. Hopefully we can get talking to a couple of locals that might give me a bit of advice on which takeaway to try out for the good old takeaway review. And it'll just be me talking shite as usual, guys. You better believe it will. Now, that place, that rock I've just been next to at the beginning of the video is called the Billingham Rock. When I came out of the house today and I had a look on Google and I was checking out for attractions in Billingham, that came up straight away, the Billingham Rock. And thank God I noticed that, because I would have been devastated today if I'd have came here and I didn't see the Billingham Rock. What an amazing thing to see. Yeah, I'll take that with me now for the rest of my life in the old memory bank. You better believe I will, guys. Right, come on then, let's jump into the Blotmobile and let's head off somewhere. We're just going to drive, we're going to park up at some random place and have a walk around and see what we see, as they say, in the southeastern region of Mongolia. Howie. Oh. Yes, my fansexuals, no trip to Billingham would be complete without parking up and checking out the old ICI tower building. I mean, all this area around here and the surrounding areas, you know, like Billingham, Stockton, Middlesbrough, there must have been thousands of people that lost their jobs when you had the closure of ICI. Like, the knock-on effect, all the other places that were connected to it, must have been devastating to the area. And then you've got blokes like me who are working there, you know, your typical hairy arse bloke. You lose your job there, and then where you expected to go and work, stacking shelves in Asda or working in a call centre, you know, working somewhere where you can't tell a dirty joke or you can't drop your guts without people being offended. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So the town I'm at today, Billingham, there must have been absolute shitloads of people who live there that lost their jobs, and the place just never recovers, does it? Just like where I'm from in Sunderland, you know, the loss of the shipyards. And I'm actually from a town called Seaham, just outside Sunderland, which was a mining town. So all the pits shut down, all the shipyards shut down, and yeah, it's like a domino effect, and everything goes to shit across the whole of the UK. Listen to me, I've only came out to do a takeaway review, and I'm getting all deep. Why I'm deep? Yes, guys, so I thought I'd check this out. You can see that it's still in operation. CF, the sign I can see up on the building there. CF fertilizers, it's called, I think. So they obviously make fertilizer. With all the ICI work area and the surrounding areas, it was all to do with chemicals. So they made all sorts of chemicals. But I think they even made like paint, Dulux paint, I think it was, plastics, pharmaceuticals. I think back in like the wartime, was it originally built to build chemicals for the war, for the First World War? But I think the war might have ended before the place was complete. But yeah, I thought we'd just pop here and check it out. I'll give you one more quick look. Oh yes, my Mandy Dingles. There'll be a few people watching this who used to work there, or the dads or the uncles might have worked there. So yeah, leave me a comment in the comment section, guys, and tell me what you think and what you know about the place, and that'll ding dang do for this man dingo. Come on then, let's go for another little drive. We'll get back into Billingham Centre. Like I say, we'll have a mooch around some housing estates, and then we'll go into the town centre for another walk around and a takeaway review ski. However, you know it makes sense. Yes folks, I've just parked up at a place called Charlton's Pond in Billingham. Yeah, I thought it was going to be bigger than this. But looking through the trees there, it looks like there's a larger pond through here. So this is probably Charlton's Pond. That must have just been Charlton's Puddle, if you know what I'm talking about. I might as well have a quick walk around, check the place out, stretch the old leg dingoes, man dingoes, as they say in the mountain villages of Patagonia. Might as well talk some shite as well about why it's called Charlton's Pond. It has got like an official name. If you look on Google you'll be able to see it, but since the 1970s, when Jackie Charlton, if you don't know who Jackie Charlton is guys, famous English footballer, World Cup winner in 1966 when England beat Germany at Wembley Stadium in the World Cup final. Aye, this is more like it guys. Lovely place. Yeah, so War Jackie was manager of Middlesbrough, which is just a few minutes drive down the road. He was manager at Middlesbrough for a few years, and anyone that knows anything about football, or Jackie Charlton knows, away from football, his favourite pastime, his hobby was fishing. So this is where he used to come to relax, do a bit fishing. So all the locals, everyone from around this area, matron. Yeah, everyone just called it Charlton's Pond because it was a famous place, a favourite place I should say. If Jackie Charlton had come, you can just picture him here, spending a few hours chilling out, catching some fish for his tea. He might have even let them go and chuck them back in. You're not doing it just for catching fish to eat, you're doing it just to chill out and relax. So there you go guys, there's a little bit boring information for you. Charlton's Pond in Billingham, named after the famous England footballer. I think when he was at his best he played for Leeds United, didn't he? And yeah, manager of Middlesbrough, even Newcastle I think for a short time, and then he went on to become manager of the Republic of Ireland and qualified for Ireland to be in the World Cup. And this is where he used to come fishing, Jackie Charlton. Charlton's Pond. There you go guys. Right, I'm going to just stretch my legs for a few Winnie Mandelas, and when we get back to the Block Bale, I noticed just over the road there was like a housing estate, looks like a council housing estate. So I might as well take a little mooch, the old Linden gooch over there, and yeah, see what we can see who we bump into, and have a bit crack on with. Right.
Hey mate. Hey mate. Ah yeah. Days a favour. If I ask you really nicely, is there any chance you'll sell us your neck? Oh why? Suit yourself.
So I've just been talking to that nice lad walking down there. Looks like he's going off for a walk. around Jackie Charlton's pond. So I was just saying to him, hello mate, I says, are you from round here? He says, yeah. He says, I live in Billingham. I says, where's the roughest housing estate? The so-called roughest area? Because when I've been reading online, on Google, it says that Billingham, for a town this size, has actually got the lowest crime rate in the whole of like County Durham and Stockton area. Do you know what I mean? So sounds like it's quite a decent place to live, but everywhere's got a few dodgy streets and some dodgy characters. So he's told us, come out this car park, turn right, drive down. He said there's a pub called, what did he say it was called? Lions Sports Bar and Grill, something like that. He says if you park up in that area, he said the housing estates behind it and round about it, he said that's a pretty rough area where you've got young'uns flying about on bikes and quads and shit like that. He says whether you're going to see any action happening, that's another thing. I probably won't. It's all about timing, isn't it? But talking about action happening, where I live, in my street, we never get no bother. It's always nice and quiet. But last night there was someone flying about, getting chased off the cops. They had a flat tyre. The helicopter was out. The cop cars were buzzing about. The cops were knocking on the doors this morning, knocking on our door, asking us if we'd heard anything, if we'd seen anything. So we said, well, we heard the commotion. But yeah, they just flew past the house. That's all we could see it. And we're seeing the helicopter above. So yeah, it would be great if I got some footage like that when I'm out and about. But that's not going to happen, yeah. And really, I'm not looking to get really dodgy stuff on my camaraderie. Me old footage, Nicki Minaj, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm just having a walk around. It's a walk and talk. It's a walk and talk and shite video. Finishing off with a takeaway review. I think when I get to the town centre, that's your best bet of bumping into people and talking to people. Definitely when you're walking past the pubs and the bars, because you get people popping outside. Oh, that was a bit, hiya, you alright? Yeah, you get people standing outside the pubs having a fag. And when they spot the camera, they'll say, what you doing like young'un? Are you making a video for YouTube? So yeah, getting back on track, talking to that lad there. He says, what you need to do is go to the Stockton area. He says, try Norton, try Thornaby. He went, there's some proper rough areas around there. That's not me saying that. So if there's anyone from Norton and Thornaby watching, I ain't saying that you live in a rough area. That's what I've just been told. So yeah, let's go and park up next to the pub that I think he said was the Lions Bar and Grill. We'll park up there and then we'll have a walk about. You know it makes total sense. Ricicles. The Lion Sports Bar and Grill. Looks like a nice pub, to be fair. Right, I've came right behind it, and I've got to be honest, it looks like a quite nice housing estate. Just started to rain, typical when I come out to make a video. Let's get over here. Yeah, so like I was telling you, when I looked on Google and it said it's got one of the best crime rates or the lowest crime rates in County Durham. For a town this size, it actually said it's got the best crime rate, but it said sexual offences was high, one of the main crimes in Billingham. So fingers crossed I don't get bummed, because obviously I've got a sweet arse, if you know what I'm talking about. Right then, I'll bring you back when we're mooching around. Right. Alright mate. Spot on mate. Right guys, so just having a mooch around, just bumping into these two legends. They haven't got a clue who I am. They're probably thinking, who's this dickhead? Do you know what I mean? But aye, they said they're from the area. What do you reckon, lads? Is it alright? You get much bother? Much trouble?
Absolute shithole, yeah.
Shithole?
Yep.
See, I've been reading on Google before I came out, and it says that in like the whole of County Durham, Billingham's got, it's the best place for crime. You know, crime's like really low. So
Nah, you're the lying.
Lying. So there's loads of trouble, is there? Loads of bother?
Yeah. Shoot to the kids are assholes. Oof.
One lad I was talking to earlier on said you do get loads of idiots driving around on motorbikes and quads and all that shit. So
you get loads of them.
It's like that everywhere now, though, isn't it? Where I live in Sunderland, there's just,
definitely.
even my street last night, there was a car flying up and down with the cops chasing them and a helicopter and that. But anyway, takeaways. Where do you recommend I go for a nice takeaway?
Chinese, Lotus Express in High Grange.
Lotus Express. Where's that at?
In High Grange.
High Grange.
Yeah.
Is that not in the town centre, like, is it? Because
No,
I don't know this area.
It's further up. So, like, say if you go, do you know, what's High Grange Road called?
In the town, if you just want to go to the town, go to Pizza Pan, because that's really the only takeaway in the town. I
So
think.
Pizza Pan or Lotus Chinese.
Yeah.
I'll check them both out and see which one looks the best. Anyway, what's your names?
Joe.
Joe, nice talking to you, Mara. What's your name?
Morning.
Nice talking to you, my friend. Right, catch us later. See you later, lads. Two nice lads there, giving me a bit of advice where to go for a takeaway. And I've just been telling you that, you know, Billingham's a nice place as far as I'm concerned. Not what them are saying, they're saying it's awful, but for me, I think it's a nice place. I mean, this housing estate here, it's just like where I live. The housing estate I live in, someone there. Hello mate, you alright? You just want to be on camera, that's fair enough. Right. So the housing estate I live on is just like this. So this is perfectly normal to me. I quite like this area. Where I live, it's a council estate, but we bought our house like over 20 years ago. I'd say about 75% of the houses have now been bought, but there's still quite a few council houses, and you can get the odd shitbag moves in round the corner from you. It wasn't that long ago, there was a prostitute working around the corner, and I was really pissed off because I should have got discount, you know what I mean? Being a neighbour living around the corner, but no, she wouldn't give me any discount. I'm only joking, guys, but that's a true story, yeah. Someone was using a house around the corner as a brothel, and all the perverts and the weirdos would park up. And the police knew about it, the council knew about it, and it just went on for about 2 years before I finally got stopped. But aye, that's enough of me talking shite for now. We're going to continue having a walk around, and then we'll make our way to the town centre, and we'll check them takeaways out that them two bonny lads recommended. Rice. So I've got a house here that's been burnt out. I don't know what's happened. I don't want to speculate because something tragic might happen, and I don't want to be disrespectful. If you know what I'm talking about, my fandangos. Alright mate, you're from round here like? Recommend any good takeaways? What's it called? Enzo's. Where's that like? Is it in the town centre or?
Billy.
Enzo's.
It's just near Stone Cooking with the bridge.
Alright, I'll check it out then. Cheers mate.
That's fine.
Catch you later.
Very bright light.
Aye. When I've got this light on, I'm like that. Nearly walking into things. Take away there guys, a crispy cod. Could always give that a bash if I kind of find nothing else. I'm just getting a massive snifferoonie of cannabis Up the old Nostradamus. Headlam Road. It's absolutely Headlam round here. Alrighty guys, that's it. I've had a good mooch around for an hour or so, and not a bad place at all. Them two young'uns I got talking to, them weren't too impressed by their hometown, but everyone I walked past, everyone I spoke to and said hello, were happy enough to speak back. There was one guy walking his dog, he said, I don't want to be on YouTube. That's fair enough. You know, most people are not comfortable to be on camera, but yeah, just walking around. You can walk around any housing estate in any town. It doesn't matter where you are, and you will find some houses that are absolutely run down. And if you look in the front garden, there's just shit and junk and just litter all over the place. I've never seen that here. I've never seen one house that's totally run down. There will be some streets somewhere that are maybe like that, but I haven't seen it, and everyone's been friendly. So yeah, top marks for Billingham so far for this Mandingo. Now we're going to take a little drive to the town centre. I think it's only a couple of minute drive away, and we'll see what food we can get there, and I'll check out them takeaways. I'll have a quick look on my phone for them takeaways. The lad said, I think one was Fountains Chinese. I'll have to play back and see what they said. Rice. Here we are then, folks. It's like being in Las Vegas. Billingham Town Centre. Here we come.
Hey mate, do's a favour. Sell us your helmet.
Like a nice big square area here. Seems like a nice tidy little town centre. I don't think there's much to see. It's only a small town, like I said. Only 35,000 people live here, so we'll still have a mooch around. I was hoping to get bumping into a couple of characters, but you never know. Plenty of time left yet. Right, so that's one of them takeaways the young lad tell us about. Pizza pan, the old pizza pansexual.
The old pansexual. Pansexual.
Fish and chip shop here as well. So yeah, I've got plenty of choice. Fish and chips, pizza, Italian restaurant there as well, but I don't think that's a takeaway. Li Wah Chinese restaurant. Li Wah. Quiff Lichard. Good old Weatherspoons here. Can't go wrong with the spoons. Boys, 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 I'm looking for a good time. Boys, boys, boys. Hey, matron. Alright, mate. Aye, I noticed it was a dead end. Do you recommend any good takeaways around here, mate? Pizza Pan, you're the second person that said that, like, so we'll give that a bash. You work around there, like, mate?
Yeah, doing security.
Get any bother, like? It's a canny place. Loads of shoplifters.
Always bother, mate. Always.
Like everywhere, innit?
Aye.
Anyway, see you later, mate.
See you later.
Rice cakes. Take a little walk up here. Go along there. That'll take you along to that Li Wa Chinese restaurant. That security guy said that's pretty good. Well, he didn't say it was pretty good. I just said, can you recommend any takeaways? And he said pizza pansexual, in Li Wa. Give it a check out, we'll have a look, see what it's like. I think what I need to do is I need to get out a little bit earlier, even just an hour earlier, so I can catch the shopping area while it's still open, when there's more people kicking around. But I think you get more characters coming out, don't you, once it gets dark? People in the pubs, hanging around, pissed as a fart. That's what I'm hoping for. But aye, nice tidy little town centre, I must say. So just bumped into that security guy again. The lad that told us about the Chinese restaurant over there. He doesn't want to be on camera. He said with the job he does and the dickheads that he's dealing with, he just doesn't want to be on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or whatever. But he was asking where I was up to, so I told him, making a video for YouTube, having a mooch around, find a random takeaway. And I said to him, I was expecting there to be a few more pubs kicking about, because that's where you find your best characters. You know, when they stand outside the pub and they've had a skinful and they're more open to want to talk and tell you about the place. So he said, go down these steps, go down the road. I forget what he said the pub was. He went, but it's a proper old school pub. I mean, I'm not expecting to see anyone or bump into anything, but we'll have a mooch down and we'll see what's going on. And see where I'm going here. It's that light's blinding us. And then we'll come back up the town centre and we'll pick a takeaway and we'll do some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach. You better believe it will. Right.
Hey mate, do us a favour. Sell us your American fridge freezer. Why it's flush.
Wow. That bar looked a proper little dodgy, seedy bar. Don't get me wrong, dingo mandingos, as they say, in the southeastern region of Mongolia. The locals are drinking there are probably absolutely class, but I'm tempted to go in and get a pint. Pint of shandy or a pint of coke because I'm driving, but no, I'm not going to, because if you watch my videos, guys, you know when I go out camping, wild camping, stealth camping, I like a good drink. And for me, it's not just like you want to have one or two. If I'm going to have a drink, I'm going to have a drink. Do you know what I mean? It's either all or nothing, as they say in the south of France. I'm either going to have a cup of tea or a black cock. Sorry guys, I mean a black coffee. Or I'm going to get absolutely smash burgered. And if I sit down in the pub and get cracking on, I'm going to want 1 pint, 2 pint, 3 pints, and then I've got to drive, and I'm not doing that. So, we'll walk past it again. You never know. Might see some characters. Oh, is this the back of the pub? It is. Astronaut. Everyone must get smash burgered and feel as high as a kite, like the up on the moon. So they named it the Astronaut. Rice. I'm just guessing where I'm going now, folks. I think this might take us up and back onto the top level. Or am I just talking shite? I'm looking to get back in the town centre. See if we can get some more footage on the old camaraderie.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
Bugger me backwards, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco. Can't get through. Gonna have to walk all the way back the way I've came. It's like a rooftop car park with all these flats and apartments here as well. Bit of a dodgy place to be walking around when you're not a local lad. But I'm a tough guy. Anyone comes near, why I order Bosch. Boys, 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 looking for a good time. Ice. Just having a walk around this leisure centre, guys. The Forum, I think it's called. Must be an ice rink inside as well, because it said ice. I've never known a town centre like it. I know it's not a big town, but there's no pubs in the town centre. There was the Weatherspoons, and then there was that Astronaut bar that looked a bit rough. The town I'm from, Seaham, which I think it's a little bit smaller than Billingham, there's like dozens of pubs I should say, even though it's just like a little town, small town centre. There's just pubs all over the place. I expected a little bit more. I was hoping to get a little bit more action on my camaraderie, but you can only get what you can get, even though I don't stink of sweat. Making this shit up as I go along. So I think I might just go and get some food soon, and then when we get back home I might jump in the back of the Blockmobile and do a little miniature world famous Wasky review. I've been cutting that out. You'll have noticed the last 3 weeks I haven't been having a little Wasky review on these Friday night videos. There's a swimming bath in there and all, I can smell. You know, you can smell the chlorine. Yeah, I've been cutting back, and I've only been wanting to drink when I do my camping videos. But yeah, I might have a little cheeky one. A little one's not going to do any harm, is it? You better believe it's not.
Sell us your bin diesels.
Come on then, guys. Now I need to think of which takeaway to go to, and I think I'm going to trust that security guard. He said that, I'm forgetting what it's called, the Chinese takeaway. It's the one that's above Weatherspoons, down the bottom of the main shopping area. It's like a restaurant, but they do takeaways. From the outside looking out, it didn't look like it was flash or posh, but sometimes them takeaways, that's where you get the best meals from. So yeah, I'm going to trust that security guard, and that's where we'll go. However, let's go and get some food ordered. Ice. There it's there, folks, up there. Li Wa Chinese restaurant and takeaway. Rice. Right there, it's there in the corner, guys. So, same as usual, my fan sexualities. I haven't got permission to record. So as I go in, I'll point the camera down. Hiya. It's a restaurant as well, so people sitting around eating, they're not going to want a dickhead like me holding the camera up, and the people that work there won't want the camera shoved in the old face dingo, my manny dingles. So I'll point the camera down as I go in. I think I'm going to order a special chow mein, maybe some barbecue spare rib dingoes, and a bag of Jockey's whips, if you know what I'm talking about. Come on. Cheeky little shits have just been swearing at the security guy, telling him to F off and that. Come on then, let's go in here and let's get some food ordered. Right guys, I'll point the camera down now. On.
What's the collection?
I just want to make an order to take away, please.
What, July?
Can I have a special chow mein,
Yeah.
some barbecue spare ribs,
Ribs and a barbecue sauce.
yeah, and a bag of chips, please.
Is that everything?
That's it, mate?
You paying cash, yeah?
Yeah.
£13, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, good night. 20 minutes.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Oops. Cheers. So there you go, guys. That's the food ordered. He said it's going to be 20 winnets, 20 little Winnie Mandelas, £13. That came to altogether. That's cheap as chips, isn't it? That's a special chow mein, a bag of Jockey's whips, chips if you don't know what I'm talking about, and spare ribs in barbecue sauce. Not a bad price. I thought it was going to cost a little bit more than your average Chinese takeaway, you know, with it being a restaurant. So, happy dingleberries, as I say in the doodling, for the price. We'll have to wait and see if the food's going to be shite. I'll still eat it. You better believe I will, guys. But mooching around Billingham, it's quite a sleepy little town centre. Not much happening. I know you'll be screaming at us saying, well, you should have came during the day, Mandingo, when all the happy shoppers were kicking around. Yeah, but you never know what's going to happen. Coming during the day when you've got all the families out and all the old couples walking around, you're holding the camera up and people just don't want to engage with you. Do you know what I mean? They'll be keeping out the way. I'm trying to come like as it's getting on to night time, hoping to catch a few characters, but every week's going to be different. Some weeks I'm going to go out, I might catch people fighting. Sometimes I might go out and catch a couple of drunks, might want to come over and put their arm around us and have a good laugh. Some weeks like this, there's just not much happening. That's just the way it goes. It's a bit like my school report. Must try harder, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll keep trying, guys. I'll keep coming out every week. But what we will do every week is we'll get a takeaway, we'll get stuck in, and I'll tell you legends exactly what I think about it. Right? I've still got a good 10 minutes to wait, so I might as well go around in another big circle and make my way back up to the Chinese takeaway. How are we? Right.
I haven't been back since then.
It's a bit windy there for me.
Yeah, we haven't been back.
Come on then, folks. We've got the Scrandingo. Let's get back to the Blockmobile and get stuck in. And they give us a free calendar. So that's Mrs. Blott's big present for Christmas. Here we go then, my spam dingoes. I've just parked up. Let's have a quick look and see what we've got. That's the bag of chips. Not many at all. I mean, there's enough. There's plenty. But you normally get a bigger bag of chips than that, don't you? From a Chinese takeaway. This is the house special chow mein. Steaming hot. Looks nice. And smells absolutely lovely jubbly. And this is the barbecue spare ribs. Oh, yes. It is going to be a meal fit for a mandingo. I need to try and get set up here somehow. I can't even jump in the back. Mrs. Blott's got Christmas shopping there. It's a bit crammed here, so I might be able to set the camera up there and just sit here. I'll figure something out in a seconder. When I bring you back, we will be doing some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach. You know it makes total sense. Oh, yes, folks. Here we go. Time to get stuck into the old Scrandingo. First, we'll try some of these chips. The old jockey's whips. Not bad. Not bad at all. If you were sharing them between two people, there might not be enough chips there for you. But I'm by myself. I've got the full special chow mein and I've got the spare ribs as well. So them's okay. Snout wrong with them. Still nice and hot. Cooked just right. Just your standard type of chips you get from your typical Chinese takeaway. And I've got the hiccups already. Alrighty, let's go for some of this special chow mein. Let's see how special it really is. It was the security guard lad that told us to try this place. I've put my trust in him. Oh, look at that. Piping hot, mind. It looks like there's loads of meat in. I can't see any king prawns at the minute. You old king pronsky baits. Oh, that's really nice, that. Really nice. Nice piece of beef on there. The old beef curtains. Air matron. Loads of onions. Bean sprouts. Oh, look at that. Them noodles are lovely. Got a lovely taste of them. You know, the sauce that they're in. Very nice indeed, guys. Nice piece of chicken there. The old chicorni waver. Nice bit of pork. The old pork sword. Is there a prawn there? No, it's a bit mushroom. Wow. That is really nice. Piping hot. Just what you want. Oh, a thing of beauty. The old black beauty. Still no prawns? Did they forget? Have they run out? You're definitely supposed to get prawns in a special chow mein. That is really piping hot and really nice. I'm doing my best to not get any dinner medals down the front of me top. Get some meat on there, folks. Oh, look at that, man. Oh, yes. At home, when we treat ourselves to Chinese, Mrs. Block loves a chow mein, and I know for a fact she would like this one. I can just tell straight away she would enjoy this. I noticed in the doorway they had a 4 out of 5 with the local council for the food hygiene rating, so it's not a low one, guys. It's a good one. Although the restaurant, I'm going to be honest, it did look a bit outdated. It looked like you could have had the old carpet cleaning machine out, if you know what I'm talking about. But the kitchen must be okay if it's got a 4 out of 5, because these people from the council are really strict and they'll mark you down straight away. And you get loads of the Chinese takeaways, don't you, get marked down with a 1 or a 0. Still no king prawns. Oh yes! Ba, 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 ba. We found a king prawn. First one. First one, guys. Right at the bottom. Oh. But apart from that, apart from the lack of king prawns, it's been really nice and really tasty. Oh yes, there's got to be more. There it is. There's another one, folks. I think that might be it, like 2. Yeah, it looks like I'm only getting 2. It's the sauce that it's in. That's what making it really tasty. That sauce is lovely. Oh, there's another king prawn. Oh, yes. So we're getting 3. Not too bad. That is very, very nice indeed. Oh, I tell you what, we'll go back to that in a minute. We'll try some of these barbecue spare ribs now. Sorry about the camera setup, guys. I hope it's okay. Yeah, I'll have to go to Mrs. Block when I go in and say, oh, are you going to tidy your shit out the back of the Blockmobile? Come on then, folks. Oh, this is where it could get messy. I've got a cloth here. come on. Let's try some of these bad boys. Barbecue, spare dog legs, spare ribs. Yeah, nice and tasty. Plenty of meat on that. It's a nice barbecue sauce. Not too sweet. Lovely jubbly. I tell you what, when I was sitting there waiting, the phone was ringing non-stop. There wasn't many customers sitting in the restaurant, but the phone had hardly ever stopped. And they must have a back door, because people were ordering for collection because they don't do deliveries. And the guy on the phone, the guy who served me, he was just saying, it'll be ready in 20 minutes at the back door. The old back door loving, mate. Only thing with these, you get really messy, don't you? Yeah. Nice and tasty, guys. Well, we didn't get a big crack on with locals like we were hoping, but I showed you Charlton Pond, where Jackie Charlton used to do his fishing when he was manager of Middlesbrough back in the 70s. What a good walk around. We talk some shite. We're getting a nice takeaway. As long as we finish off with a nice takeaway, it's happy dingoes. Oh yes. I bet I'm in a right mess here. Oh, look at that. Nice and tasty, that sauce. Lick my flingers. Yeah. Oh. Lovely jubbly, guys. Lovely jubbly. Let's get back on with this chow mein. Special chow mein, because there's loads of meat left in this. And I hate leaving any meat. And still piping hot as well. Pork, chicken, beef, cat, no sorry guys, no cat, king prawns, mushrooms, onions, bean sprouts, snoodles, the old deep fried poodles. Lovely. I told that security guy the name of my channel. He said he was going to check it out. So if you're watching, mate, thank you for recommending this place to me. He told me that one called Pizza Pan, what the young boys, what them young lads said try. And he said, Pizza Pan's not very good, like, Pizza Pan's sexual. So I think I've made the right choice. Oh, yeah. And another king prawn. So we're getting 4 king prawns. They must have been all at the bottom. Oh. Getting full now, guys. Oh. Yeah, so if you're from the Billingham area or you live not too far away, why not go and check it out? What's it called again? Li Wa Chinese restaurant, but they do takeaways. And if you ordered this where I've ordered, I'm pretty sure you won't be disappointed because it's very nice. Just getting the last of this meat. Oh. I'll have a couple more chips, because I hate wasting stuff. Yeah, I've enjoyed this, guys. Oh, I'll finish off with another couple of ribs. Another couple of messy wibs. Yeah. So when we get back home to my house, yeah, I'm going to jump in the back of the Blockmobile and we'll do a little miniature Wasky review. Just a nice little chest warmer. But it's something I'm not going to do very often now in these Friday night videos. I'm trying to only drink when I go out camping. But a little miniature's okay, isn't it, for tonight? Come on then, let's get another one of these ribs, which is deep down inside the sauce. Plenty meat on the mind. Sometimes you get them from some places and there's snout on them. Yeah. Well, folks, I think it's time to wrap up the old Scordingos, Mandingos. Value for money, £13. I think that's definite value for money. Yeah. I thought it was going to cost more than that. So, definite 100% value for money. Portion size. There wasn't many chips, but I'm not going to moan about that because there was enough for me. If it was 2 people sharing it, you know, when you buy a few things from the Chinese and you're sharing it all out, yeah, there might not have been enough chips to go between 2 people. But ribs, plenty in there. I think there's still another couple. Yeah, still another couple in the sauce. The chow mein, loads there in that big rectangle shape foil tube. Loads pressed right in. If I'd have poured that out onto a plate, it would have filled the plate. So nothing wrong with the portion size at all. Yeah, food quality. Chips, you know, just your standard chips that you get from a Chinese. The ribs really nice, really tasty, nice and soft and tender. Plenty meat on them. Which you don't always get. And the chow mein was absolutely beautiful. It was. The taste of the sauce mixed in with the noodles and everything else. was beautiful, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, the only thing I was complaining about was I thought they'd forgot to put the king prawns in, but as I worked my way through it, there was 4, so no complaints at all. Like I said previous weeks, I need to get stricter with me scores. So before, for this, I would have probably said a 9.5 or a 9.7 or something. I'm not going to go that high. You know, when you're getting up into the 9 point somethings, it's got to be like really, really, really nice. And it was nice, so I'm going to give it a steady 9. It's worthy of a 9. Yeah, it certainly is. So there you go, guys. This week's takeaway review. It's a 9 from this Mandingo. I'm now going to drive home, back to the city of Sunderland. Stick around, guys. Join me in the back of the Blockmobile for a little miniature world famous Wasky review. And then right at the very end, I'll show you some fans clips. I'll see you, legends, in a few seconds. Rice. Oh, I didn't get rice. Yes, Mandingos. Thank you for joining me in the back of the Blot Mobile. I told you, didn't I, that Mrs. Blot had loads of Christmassy stuff lying around in the back of the car. Wrapping paper, bloody skiing snowman, blaubles. But I have got Wasky, Tom and Tool, Spearside Glenlivet, 14-year-old single malt Wasky, 46 placenta. That's been kindly given to me from a legend, a big fan of the Blot Outdoor Show. It's certainly not the first time he's bought me some Wasky. A guy that goes by the name of Nick Ball. Cheers, Nick, my man friend. He's also got his own YouTube channel called That's Him with the Daft Hat. Check it out. You know it makes sense, guys. There we go. Tom and Tool, 14-year-old. And let's get that popped in. The old famous Cub Dingo, my Mandy Dingles. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're just making this a quick one, guys. I thought my video wasn't very long. You know, because I didn't get any footage really of having conversations with any locals. So I had it in my mind, it's not a very long video. We'll do a little Wasky review, just for a little treat for my fan sexualities. Do you know what I mean? But I've been doing a bit editing there. And it's an hour-long video, but we'll still do one, but we'll make it quick. Let's get the old Baker Rooney in it. Oh, it's like it's got quite a soft smell about that, guys. Maybe some gentle fruits, but it's a nice smell, yeah. Soft, gentle fruits. Maybe a bit citrus in there, yeah. Apple, I think. Definitely a citrus thing. But nice. You can tell it's going to be a quality one. And that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the taste and bicycles. Oh, God. That's like so subtle and delicate. That is a fine little drop of Rooney of Wasky. I think a full-size bottle of this, it'll set you back about 56 squidlies. And I can see why. That is very nice indeed. There's a few spices in there, but it's not spicy. That might sound silly, but you know what I'm talking about. You can tell there's a few little spices in, but not enough to hit the back of your throat, you know, make you go, you know what I mean, guys? If you're not a whiskey drinker and you take a drink, I think everyone does that, don't they? When they try whiskey for the first time. Or if you're just not used to it, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? But I love a Wasky, and that is very nice. It's very delicate. There's a little bit of a toffee taste coming through. that citrus, fruity, oh, it's so nice and delicate and silky. Lovely jubbly. Like citrus. There's like a green apples taste. And like a taste of wow. It's lovely when you get a really nice one. Like a taste of like pastries. But you know, like a nice sweet pastry, sugary pastry. And with that apple taste, down the hatch, guys. With that apple taste, I'll go as far as saying maybe like an apple turnover. You know, when you get like an apple turnover cream cake type of flavour. Oh, look at guys, if you like your Waskies and you haven't tried that and you don't mind paying the price, treat yourself to a bottle, or even just treat yourself to one of these little ones for a nice little taste of Rooney. That is sensational. And I've got to give it no less than a 9.5. Oh, yes. It's a 9.5 from this man Dingo. So tonight, I've had a lovely Chinese meal. We've had a good walkabout creek. An absolute top quality Wasky, which I'm giving a 9.5. Tom and Toole, 14-year-old, Spearside Glenlivet, single malt Scotch Wasky. Class in a glass, as they say, in the back streets of Brecon City. That's it then, guys. That's the end of this week's Wasky review. It's the end of this week's video. Not quite. Fans clips coming up now, and then that's it. So it's time for me to say bonjour. Make sure you tune in on Sunday night for another serious stealth camp. Me and the human dorsal fin. Fingers crossed he doesn't drop out. I'll see you on Sunday. You better believe I will. Right. Pardonsky.
Oh, matron.
See you, mate. Mate, tell us your jawbone. Suit yourself. Oh.
Just calling us out like. Weird.
Has anybody seen Dane?
I'm here, mate. Where are you?
Anybody seen Dane? Nobody's seen Dane.
Ooh, matron, it's the glove of self-love.
Matron, it's the glove of self-love.
Badonde. Badonde. Burr. Burr. Badonde. Oh. Badonde.
Oh, matron, it's the glove of self-love. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
You know, it's my turtle sense might very nice.